lot of people ask me, Brad, when am I eligible to expunge that DUI off my record in Kentucky? Well, that's a question we're going to answer today in this video. In order to understand when you're eligible to expunge a DUI, you have to understand how two different statutes work together and the history of those statutes. Now, one of those statutes, KRS 189A-010, is a DUI law. In April of 2016, 189A-010 was amended to change the look-back period, that being the period in which your DUI remains enhanceable, or which a second or subsequent offense will have a higher penalty. They changed that period from 5 years to 10 years. Now, at the same time, in KRS 431-078, the expungement law, the government created an additional requirement before you can expunge something. That being that the offense that you're trying to expunge is no longer enhanceable. And so the question becomes, do I have to wait 10 years to expunge my DUI now? Well, we're going to get to that, but let's talk about a couple other cases first. If your DUI is under 5 years old, it's going to be very difficult to expunge it under KRS 431-078. In particular, this is because 431-078 requires you to have waited 5 years. Unless you have some sort of diversion agreement with the prosecution, or there's some other mitigating factor in your case, it's extremely unlikely you're going to be eligible to expunge that offense, under 431-078 at least, until 5 years have passed since you finish your sentence. Well, if your offense is over 10 years old, then you should qualify for 431-078 relief and be able to expunge your DUI. Now, there are some other factors we have to look at, and those are the factors we always look at in a misdemeanor expungement. Has it been at least 5 years since you committed your last misdemeanor or felony offense? Has it been at least 5 years since you completed your sentence on the offense you want expunged? Now, that's not going to come up a lot in the context of misdemeanors because the maximum probationary sentence is 2 years. But if for some reason you haven't paid your restitution or any other reason, it hasn't been 5 years since that date in which you completed all your obligations to the court, you're not going to be eligible. Finally, we have to look at, was this an offense against a child or a sex crime? Now, that's unlikely in a DUI, but talk to your attorney about it. And then one more additional requirement, you can't have any pending cases. And it can be something as simple as passing a school bus or not having your license in possession. You have to have no pending misdemeanors or felonies at the time that you apply for your expungement. And so that leaves us with one other situation. What if your DUI is between 5 and 10 years old? Now, we've had a number of clients come to us with this scenario. Professional clients seeking to go to med school, clients who are chiropractors looking to get licensed, clients who are physical therapists who have DUIs between 5 and 10 years old that are impeding their ability to get licensed or to go to school. And we've been able to help them too. We believe at Clark Law and unconvicted.com that there's a strong argument that the expungement law that was in effect at the time you were convicted is the one that your expungement should be judged under. Why is that? Well, it's simple contract law, really. The government promised you, if you pled guilty, that you'd be able to expunge the offense after 5 years. But then after you did that, they went and changed the rules. That's not fair, that's not right, and that's not American. It's unconstitutional, and we can fight to get your DUI expunged if it's between 5 to 10 years old. If you have any questions about whether or not you're eligible to expunge your DUI, simply look us up online at unconvicted.com or give us a call at 888-400-5730. I'm Brad Clark, the owner of Clark Law PLLC and the founder of unconvicted.com. Don't let your DUI hold you back. Give us a call today.